It's time. Welcome in, boys. We are here on the Front Office Podcast. Welcome to the War Room. Welcome to the War Room Front Office Podcast. This is a special episode. I got Dizzy Dino and Murph on the stream today. Boys, I'm excited for this one. I've been waiting for this one all day. I put a lot of work into this, kind of. We today, in honor of the NFL draft happening on Thursday, are going to go through and draft the best sporting events in the world. We're going to do a snake draft style, just like we would do in fantasy football. Any other draft you've probably ever been a part of has been snake draft. We're going to pick the order. We're going to get into it. You guys all have your lists correct?
We do.
There's probably more on that list that we haven't thought of. So if you think of one and you want to put it in there, feel free to draft it. I'm excited for this one, man. I love the draft. How are you guys feeling about the draft? You guys got a lot more stake in it than I do. The Bills pick at like 26, and we probably will trade out. As you guys can see, the resident Titans fans here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, this is the first draft I've ever gone into in Titans history that I'm just probably okay with whatever. Because they're going to get a talented guy. It's either going to be like a Sonny Styles, a David Bailey, Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese. One of those, like any of those, cool. Done. Big thing I don't want to see is them try to trade out below like the 10th, 11th pick, something like that. If they do that, that's where I'll get upset and I'll be frustrated because I feel like there is some elite talent here at the top.
Oh, for sure. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the weaker first rounds that I've ever seen. Is that fair to say?
Like you get beyond those top 5 or 6 guys, and I feel like the drop off is pretty rough.
Yeah.
I don't know why my camera fuzzed out, but yeah.
Yeah, you're a little blurry. Trying to focus. That's okay. We'll make it work.
Sonny Styles.
Is that who you want at 4?
Either one.
Okay. Right.
I mean, here you got to think about it like this: Who did San Francisco draft when Saleh was there? Fred Warner.
Fred Warner.
Who is a Fred Warner type of guy?
This camera's driving crazy. 1 second, boys.
They're good. Yeah. I mean, the draft for me, and I hate it for Titans fans because they've been not great for the past couple years. But as a Bills fan who has recently found success after 17 long years of not making the playoffs, the draft is everything. The biggest thing, my takeaway for the Bills always draft in the late 20s, and like I don't think anybody.
The Bills always draft in the late 20s.
I don't think anybody that like
That must be nice, brother.
Sean McDermott has drafted is left on the team. So they kind of
the Titans, we have like 2 people.
Cleared house, and so it's fun. I love draft day. Very excited for draft.
Well, I love it because there's 32 different fan bases that think this is the year.
Yeah, of course.
Except for the Jets. Excuse me, 31 different teams are thinking this is it, and the Jets are thinking we're doing it again.
Yeah,
we're gonna lose.
But then you have the Browns out there wanting to be able to trade 5 years out instead of 3.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to see how many quarterbacks can we draft in a short time period after giving up a king's ransom for Deshaun Watson.
Right, for sure. And who is also now in the quarterback competition for the Browns
100%.
Starting quarterback to start the season. Absolutely insane.
100%. I will literally watch the video of them. Of him and Shador.
Yeah, it's pretty
today, and it was like
pretty crazy.
It's weird to think that like he's kind of old now. Like Deshaun's getting up there.
He's got to be in his mid-30s by now, right?
I think so.
I'm not sure. Oh, we lost Dizzy here. He's trying to fix his blurred camera. I'm not sure why he went out of focus there. But while he's doing that, boys, today we're gonna draft the best sporting events across the world. Just any event that comes to your mind that you feel like drafting.
World.
draft it. There it
All right,
is.
we're
There we go, Diz.
We're back. Diz, you've been a guest on the show before. I'm going to leave
Yep.
this up to Murph. I have 3 cards in my hand. I am the host. I will see what they are. Murph, you get the first pick of the cards to see where you will be drafting. Tell me when to stop mixing them up, and then tell me which card you want.
Stop.
Right there.
Middle.
Middle. Good choice. Murph gets the first overall pick.
That's huge for the program,
Huge
boys.
for the program. Dizzy, you are up next.
Huge.
Left. The one
My
left.
Or your left.
My left.
Dizzy gets the second
That
pick,
one.
which means I end the draft and I come back in the snake for the second round. Boys, if you're ready, Murph, you're on the clock, my friend.
Guys, this was never hard for me. If I was the 1-1, it is and will always be the Masters.
I
Always.
started typing that in before you even said it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Absurd.
good one.
Here's
I
the
mean,
thing. This
it's
is the way I
absolutely
think about
classic.
it. There's something. It's more. Okay, let me break it down for you. So it's the first weekend of April after the first full week. It's the first weekend, and being born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, multiple things have been happening around the first week of April for my entire life. When I was growing up, it was the start of baseball season, right? Now that I'm an adult, I now coach Little League Baseball, so now it's the start of Little League Baseball season, which is epic. And then it's also when everything starts turning green and fairways and greens are good, looking good, and all of a sudden now we can get out there and play golf too. So it's a combination of all of it. For me, it's a whole week. Literally, my mouse pad right now is of Amen Corner. It's a huge mouse pad. It's like wow.
That's awesome.
So it's my favorite. Yeah, it's
I mean,
my favorite.
the Masters is the greatest tournament in golf ever made. Like, there's no question about it.
So
and
good.
I always associate Masters weekend just with the beginning of golf. Especially now living here in Tennessee, like Masters weekend for me back home in Buffalo was like, I probably still have 6 more weeks before I can actually golf.
Miserable.
Here in Nashville, it's night and day, the weather down here, and it's just Masters weekend means constant golf.
It's the best.
And it's just incredible.
And here's the thing too. There's no other, and this is important. There is no other sports broadcast that does it like the Masters because they don't accept sponsorship outside of a handful of companies, Rolex, Mercedes, IBM, the largest companies. So then you get one commercial break per hour,
Right.
relative to 3, 4, 5, or 6 in other programs. You just get golf on golf on golf on golf. So
And tell me it's not the greatest sound when Jim Nance comes on and says, "Hello, friends."
hello, friends.
It's just
the best.
beautiful.
It's music to
it's
my
good.
ears, boys. That is a great first pick.
good.
And I don't think anybody will question that first pick ever. Dizzy,
Yeah,
moving
I
along.
think last year too, this past Masters just made it that much better.
Oh, for
it was
sure.
so tight all the way to the end.
Absolutely, yeah. And what a show.
Then you have Bubba Watson shot from the pond straw.
Yep.
I mean,
Mm.
Tiger wins in 2019.
For sure.
Just poetic.
For sure.
100%.
I love that first pick.
I do have a
and
question for said stream here. Are we talking about our favorites or the best?
It is completely up to you. It is a draft of the best sporting events. So however you want to interpret that, it is up to you, my friend. So
Ooh, individual interpretation.
exactly. On the clock though, Dizzy, pick number 2.
This is tough. As a Titans fan, it's hard to say the Super Bowl because we're not going.
But in 2030 we are because we're getting it. And
Yeah, I mean, I'll be
the
going.
NFL scripted.
Sure.
Yeah. So my favorite experience with a sporting event in said list was 2016 NBA Finals. LeBron James down 3-1, comes back on the Warriors, epic block, 41 and 41 from him and Kyrie. Brings it home to Cleveland. Then 2008, anything is possible. Kevin Garnett. I'm going NBA Finals.
Okay.
It's tough. Not
Wow.
an opinion shared.
That is
But
not where I expected you to go whatsoever.
NBA
That is the.
fanatic.
Are you ready for this reference? That is the Alex Leatherwood of this draft. Offensive
even
lineman
know.
for the Raiders.
Hey, look, talking about just favorite stuff, man. It's NBA playoffs. I watched LeBron play 48 minutes of just perfect basketball in Game 1 against the Rockets the other night. It just brought back memories of the best year of my life, 2016. I got married. Cubs won the World Series. Cavaliers come back 3-1. So
Okay.
got to go NBA Finals.
I don't even have NBA Finals on the list that I gave you guys. That's pretty good. I like that. I definitely did not expect you to go NBA Finals there.
I know.
But, I mean, and I'm not a huge basketball fan, but you know, you have to watch the playoffs and you have to watch the finals.
It's on the
and
list.
everything like that.
It's about 8 deep.
Do I have it?
Here's what's
I
funny,
do have it
Dizzy,
on
is
there.
2016.
Oh, look at me go! Just kidding. I do
It's
have it
okay.
on there.
Dizzy, 2016 for me was the year I was homeless all year, so we have pretty polarizing 2016.
2016 is the best year of my life, bud.
Worst year of my life.
Jeez. Well, boys, that leaves me to
All right.
pick two. To round
on,
out
Pistols.
the first round, and of course, it is a fantasy football podcast. I have to take the Super Bowl. I'm going Super Bowl here, and I don't think
Yeah, I
anybody hates that pick at all.
Speaking of
I like it.
basketball, there's the layup. The alley-oop.
I mean, the
Is it-
Super Bowl
are
is
you watching
iconic, right? I mean, the Bills haven't
the
made the
layup.
playoffs in 17 years prior to Josh Allen getting there and Sean McDermott and everything, and now Sean McDermott's gone. But I mean, the Bills made 4 straight Super Bowls that I still catch shit for constantly to have lost all 4 of them. It's tough for me, but every single year, the as much as we dog on the NFL sometimes, they really do put on a great Super Bowl event. It's a week long. It's just media, it's players, it's celebrities. It's just a giant party, whatever city they're in. And, I will definitely be at the Super Bowl party when it comes here to Nashville in 2030. I'm super excited
That's
to hear that
crazy.
news. That's pretty crazy. They put the dome on the new stadium for a reason, and that was one of them. So
Yep. And here's what's crazy, boys. This is a big thing. You all ready for this? Because we're still going to be friends in 4 years.
sure,
That will be.
best friends.
And my birthday is in February. Now, usually it used to be that my birthday would actually be around the Super Bowl, like on the Super Bowl, but they moved it back a week because we keep adding
Sure.
games. But my 40th birthday will be within a week of the Super Bowl in Nashville. So
You're going.
we're going.
I'm gonna be there.
there.
I mean, when the Super Bowl comes to your city, how can you not find a way to go? You know what I mean? Like it's such an event,
It's got to be.
and
Take my money.
and
Here's
do
my
some
problem
weird
with
stuff.
Super Bowl, because I give you this alley oop here, okay? As fans of the NFL to the level that all 3 of us are, okay? There's 2 teams that I hate more than any teams in the history of sports, with the exception of Vanderbilt, is the Patriots.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Is the Patriots and the Chiefs. And they have dominated the Super Bowl. Get that out of here. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. They dominated the Super Bowl for a majority of my life. The one time the Titans were in there, we come up by a yard short. The Bills are over. So it's just like, I mean, it's a weekend of the year where I have to watch teams I hate.
But here's what's crazy, Dizzy. I asked you this question about 2 weeks ago. Would you rather play the Masters or the Titans win a Super Bowl? Or, excuse me, play Augusta or the Titans win a Super Bowl? And you said Super Bowl. The value of having your team be a Super Bowl champion, well, I don't know what it feels like. I bet it's the best.
Oh, it has to be the best. I'm just jaded.
I'm
Dude,
right there with you.
Listen, man, you're talking to a Bills fan who there's nobody on this planet that hates the Patriots more than I do. I can guarantee you that. I I don't care how good Tom Brady was, and he's the GOAT, and we know that he was one of the best quarterback to ever play the game.
Yep.
You can put Peyton Manning up there too, but Tom Brady tortured me for 21 years. Okay, 21 years.
And here's the problem: he's good looking too.
It makes it even worse. It makes it even worse. He's
incredible looking.
Very,
and he's so motivational. Like
for sure,
just,
dude.
He's got everything.
Dude, you know what's crazy to me too is that Tom Brady is such a good dude.
He's probably the best.
It's probably.
I hate it.
I can't stand the Patriots. I can't stand. I gained a little bit of respect for Tom Brady when he left the Patriots and won the Super Bowl the very next year with the Bucks, but being tortured by the Patriots for 21 years. I hate the Patriots more than anything, and trust me, I get that jaded feeling when your team is the one that should be there. And you're pointing to the Chiefs. I fucking hate the Chiefs too, and I try not to cuss on the podcast, but when it comes to those two teams, I have to. But the Chiefs have also tortured us in the playoffs for the last 5 years. So like having them and seeing the same teams over and over again, it does get a little jaded. But it's about the event as a whole that I really love to see.
This event.
So,
yep.
I mean,
it's
the right pick. It had to be my first pick.
That's the right pick.
Now,
but that's the reason
and
why
if
they
you didn't go there. That'd been
so I could
if Super Bowl was not a first round.
Be like, this guy's an idiot. Pick the NBA Finals.
I
would normally pick the Super Bowl, but I hate him.
Hey,
that's all right.
He's trying to get clicks.
That's all right. Yeah. But my second pick
you're up
here,
again?
I'm up again, and I'm going into the second round here, and this one for me, as a kid, I was a huge wrestling fan, and I've gone to the wrestling events. I have family members that are professional wrestlers. I'm going WrestleMania here for my second pick.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Here, hey, fun fact. You ready for the fun fact? You're gonna love this. The first event in the new Titan Stadium is WrestleMania,
and I'll be there.
I'll go.
You have to be.
If you've never been, it's one of the most fun things you ever do.
I've never been, and I'll go. We'll go, boys. 100% I'll go. Especially to see that stadium.
Right.
That's a good one.
So I have to go WrestleMania, and now with all the streaming services and everything that, it's just like, it's such a spectacle, and it's such an event that it's just like, it is the best event that I love to watch it. Now they made it like a 2-day event, and it's absolutely incredible. Let's get this inside the box.
I'm here for it. Yeah, just spread that L out a little bit there, bud.
There we go.
There we go. All right, Dizzy. Where are you going with it?
All right. Second round, pick number 2. Dizzy, on the clock.
I'm picking all these based off my personal favorites.
That's perfectly fine.
That's what I'm going to do.
I mean, there's no
rules
in this draft.
I'm going personal favorite. So, to me, the fun of a hopeless fan in the NFL is this week. And it's the NFL draft.
It's a good
because I have so much hope.
So much hope.
And then
the most hope.
By week 3, it's all crushed. The third round pick that I loved out of Tulane or out of nowhere, Miami, Ohio, that I thought was going to be a Hall of Famer.
I bought a Kyle Phillips jersey.
I have a Will Levis jersey, so I mean we're both doing great. But I think it's got to be that. I mean, a lot of good picks here, but NFL draft, if you get it right, and that player who can lead your team. Like if looking back hindsight, 2020, the best day of your life was the day that you picked Josh Allen.
I mean, so I'll tell you what, on draft day that year, when we picked Josh Allen, actually, I think he was drafted in 2018.
Yeah.
But either way.
Was he picked 10?
Picked 7 that year. But Bills fans did not want Josh Allen. They had no idea who this kid from Wyoming was. He had no scholarships. He was not on a free ride. He literally wrote letters to head coaches of colleges to give him a chance. And now look at him. So
he's a dog.
Now looking back, hindsight, yes, it was the greatest thing we could ever do is pick Josh Allen.
Yeah, it turns everything around.
For sure.
And that's what as Titans fans we hope, Cam Ward, that we get to look back at this conversation and be like, we got one too.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just like you don't know. I mean,
No one knows.
for the Titans in the late '90s, really good, team. Then you draft Javon Curse, and now you're incredible.
Mhm.
So it's just like anything can happen.
Any person you paired with him was incredible.
Yeah,
Because
and
of
then
how good he was.
you just like there's undrafted people that become Hall of Famers, and it's just like if you have the talent of evaluators, this 6th-round pick could be the guy that like turns your defense around. So
Antonio Brown.
for sure.
I think the unknown is why I'm going NFL draft.
I like
Right
the
here.
I like the pick, dude. I really do. No, I mean, who doesn't
I like
love
it.
the NFL draft, man? Like you said, it's the mystery of like, okay, these kids in college are the real deal, right? They made it to the show. Now it's time to see what they have, and when they have it, in Josh Allen's case, he's got it, right? He has helped the Bills make it to this, the playoffs every year. Granted, you might, have some issues with him not being able to get over the hump being Patrick Mahomes. But at least we're there, and that's what that's what I take away from
I
it.
also love the other side of it, where a team has their hopes and dreams crushed, where they're like, "Oh, we're going to be great now," and then that player sucks.
Absolutely, 1000%. I love that.
I've been
I
there
like that
a lot.
pick.
I've been there so much.
I know what Murph's doing next.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I actually have a feeling of where he's going to go here. We talked about this when we were creating this list, but Murph on the clock.
Go ahead, bud.
Finish out round 2.
Pull the trigger.
Here's my thing. What I'm about to pick is actually not even on the list.
Ooh,
Okay, go ahead.
even better.
It's a part of the list. We have the Final Four on there, but I'm just putting March Madness as a whole.
Okay.
There's something about the first 2 weekends of the NCAA basketball tournament where you get to watch no names from nowhere Kentucky or nowhere Indiana, some of these small schools, put together a 2-week run that is electric. Your Loyolas, the
Butler.
Butler. Oh yeah, Butler, that was a good one. When I think UConn was like an 8 seed and won it. Right? I just love the stories that come out of it.
Just
and it's
hopefully
just an
they
electric.
fix NIL. That way we continue to get to have great first 2 weeks of the tournament.
And it's gonna get fixed. But that's it. It's just simple. It's March Madness. There's not another sporting event that has as much longevity of on TV and consistent action.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Because it's
pick.
literally until midnight.
Threw me off a little
Now
bit.
here's my complaint. We got to get away from True TV. Let's find another network. Let's do something else with that.
Yeah. The NHL
True
play-
TV is just not
The NHL playoffs are on True TV sometimes, and it throws me off too. But here's my thing with
Stop
March
it.
Madness. I love I'm not a huge basketball fan, but when it comes to March Madness, like that's a pretty big tournament. Like everybody tunes in, whether you're a fan or not. And for me, I love the idea that no one's ever had a perfect bracket. And
Yes.
I'm waiting for the day for someone to come out and have a perfect bracket, because people who gamble and who
It's
are
mathematically just not possible.
right, but there are avid gamblers out there, and there's people that study this all day long. Somebody out there eventually will have a perfect bracket. They will be able to
Hey,
figure
in the
it
women's this past year, in 2026, there was one bracket for the NCAA women's, and the person only had 2 games wrong.
That's insane.
Now, here's the thing. I will say this. The parity in women's college basketball is nowhere near men's, because you have a handful of teams that beat everyone up. So it's a little bit easier, but still, even in an easier, less parity type of bracket, it's still impossible.
Sure.
All right. Oh, shoot. It's
insane.
back to me, isn't it?
It is
I
back to
get
you, Murph. Start us off in round 3.
Boy, the pressure is on. Oh, man. What am I really, really locked into here? I don't want to take the easy layup here, because there's one more layup that's involved. You know what? Screw it. I'm going personal. World Baseball Classic. I love baseball, and there's something about Aaron Judge and Gunnar Henderson and Skubal and all these people being on the same team and legitimately competing and seeing Aaron Judge hit a bomb and these guys who are absolute rivals on regular season but come together for 3 letters, USA, and battle. So, I love it.
Yeah, anytime you get to rep the country, dude.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I
And
love
was just gonna say
any
that.
type of event that requires the best of the very best to get together to learn how to play as a team, but then
Yep.
they all have the common goal of we're representing our country.
For
and
sure.
they go out
That's why
there
the Dream
and they
Team
go
was so
to
epic.
war, buddy.
War, and you drop everything in a competitive space like professional sports. To truly drop that every other day of the year we hate each other, but to come together for your country,
Oh yeah,
that's just epic.
absolutely. And that was I was gonna say exactly that is when you're coming together for your country, it doesn't matter how much hate is in the world, and we strive to not be a hateful country and everything, and we do our best, and on a personal level as well, you try to be as good of a person as you can be. Watching your country compete in sports, there's nothing that brings anybody together. It doesn't matter if you're mortal enemies, you are rooting for the same thing. And for me, it's like,
Yep.
you know, I didn't watch a whole lot of the Classic this year, and I know we lost to Venezuela, so that was it's heartbreaking because like you can tie it into like the Olympics and everything like that when Team USA is just competing in all these different games. And like I remember when Canada beat USA in hockey, I think it was like 2008. And I remember it because Ryan Miller was the Sabres goalie at the time who played for USA and got scored on by Sidney Crosby, who is still in the league in the playoffs currently. So playing for your country is a huge thing, and it doesn't matter what sport it is. When you're out there competing, there's nothing like it.
Yep. All right,
Dizzy, on the clock.
Third round.
Round
Second
3.
pick.
Your third pick.
This one's really hard because there's 2 I want to go with. But playoff baseball. I don't watch baseball consistently. But when you turn on the game, it's the
On
6th
Fox.
inning. You had like Bob Costas on the call.
Oh,
Little Sunday night action. You're in Philly playing. The crowd's going crazy. It's just the Yankees Red Sox matchups. Like
oh.
the Cubs Dodgers. I mean, you're going through all your pitchers to try to win the last game. You got your best guy on the bump. He throws you 2 solid innings. You don't like
You
the
got
matchup.
starters coming out of the
You got
pen.
a starter coming out of the pen who's, got this guy in a blender for the past 3 years. So you put him in for just inning 3 to get through their best hitter. Then you got 5 more pitchers. And then it goes to the 9th inning. Freddie Freeman just hits one, a grand slam to win it all.
sure.
I mean, it's just
That'll bring
romantic.
tears to your eyes.
It's romantic, and it's just, as a baseball person who kind of hates on it majority of the year, I watch the World Series, and it's just the best whenever it's really that good.
Yeah, I'm gonna categorize that as the World Series as a whole. Playoffs leading into the World Series and everything like that. Like, I mean, regular season is great. There's a lot of games, right? So you're gonna miss. There's no one that watches every single game. I mean, maybe they do.
And I'm an avid baseball guy.
Yeah.
And I'll watch. I'll watch some tonight, but I'll watch 75% of the Orioles.
Right, but when it comes down to playoffs and World Series, you're locked in. Whether your team's
I
there
just
or
love
not.
the management that goes into that, man. It's like how you'd want to play every game, but it's like I have to win this game.
For
The
sure.
season's on the line. I need the best of the best. I'm rolling out every single card in the deck to try to beat this team.
Exactly.
On the
And
road
it's like
or at
chess.
home. The crowd's going crazy. There's anticipation. And with baseball, you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
You can hang a slider and you strike a guy out. And then you throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball high and inside, and the guy just gets around on it. And, Solaire's it to the left field to beat the Astros.
Right.
It's just like...
That's in that home run's 15 feet off the ground the whole way.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, that ball
I know exactly.
is still in
I
order.
remember that.
Right.
But, yeah.
The hardest
pick, man.
baseball.
That's a good pick. I'm going to round out the third round here, and I'm going to go with one of my favorite weekends of all time. I'm going with the NHL All-Star Weekend. As a kid, I had a chance during the All-Star Weekend. I believe it was in Buffalo one year, and they had like a meet and greet with all the players back in there was like Michael Pekka and all those old school Sabre players that were all spread out throughout the arena, and they just did this whole meet and greet, and like All-Star Weekend for me for the NHL is incredible to watch. I love the skills competition. They do some crazy stuff with a puck, and it's so much fun to see. And recently they've been kind of changing it up with the format that they do for All-Star Weekend, which is really awesome. It's not as simple as just a Pro Bowl game. You get the best players and nobody plays defense and they scored 100 points. Where the NHL, these guys are still playing hockey, whether they do a 3-on-3 tournament and they have like 6 teams that go through. This past All-Star, or not, last year, I believe it was, they did a 4 Nations tournament for All-Star Weekend for like that break that they did. It was like USA, Canada, Finland, and Sweden or something like that. And it's just seeing all these guys come together on that weekend is just so much fun to watch. The skills competition is incredible. Some of these guys these guys have been playing hockey since they're, since they were kids, like 2 years old, and they put on skates.
That's a solid pick. Here's the thing the only thing I know to say in this moment, because in Nashville we have the Predators, but
Sure.
that's it. And I follow the Predators, but the one thing is it's an actual legitimate All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
The other pro
All of them get it
have
wrong.
lost theirs. The
Besides
only
NHL.
one. Well, I don't want to get too far into it because we might get into some other ones. But either way, that's all I'll say about that.
No, and you're exactly right about that. There's every other All-Star Weekend is not anything comparable to the NHL. The NHL does it right every single year. They keep people engaged in it, which is the goal. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I stopped watching the Pro Bowl like 5 years ago.
I don't even know what happens. That
Exactly.
weekend.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty poor.
Starting the fourth round here, boys. I'm gonna go a little wild here, and Murph, you're gonna appreciate this pick, and I'm probably gonna snake it from you. But as a kid, I was really big into the X Games, and I love watching.
You knew you're gonna take it from the skateboarder.
I am gonna take it from the skateboarder
Took
because
it from
little do you guys know, I also used to skateboard. Back when I was a young punk teenager, thought I was cool. I'm sure there's videos out there floating around of me.
My only experience with skating is the game.
Yep.
Yeah. I love
Games
Tony
is-
Hawk's
is
Pro
that.
Skater was one of the best games I've ever played. That was really
Underground.
Underground was awesome. Even the skate games that came out later on were incredible. The way that they designed those games was awesome. But I used to skateboard. I had my Element skateboard. I thought I was cool. I was, of course, a big Bam Margera fan when he was in his prime. Viva La Bam and all that stuff there. But I was a big Bob Burnquist fan. I loved what he could do on a vert ramp. It was some of the things that he could do is insane. Obviously, Tony Hawk is the one that comes to everybody's
The
mind
900.
when you think
When he did the 900, it was everything.
skateboarding. But yeah, when he pulled out that 900 for the first time during the X Games in front of millions of people, it was electric.
Dude,
and that was a trick that was unheard of at the time. So
No one could do it.
no one could
But
do
the
it except for
6'6"
him.
skateboarder.
Yeah, exactly. and now people can do it in their sleep. The way that skateboarding has evolved throughout the years, and I met Nigel Houston when he was about 11 years old as a pro, signed with Element back then. Nicest kid ever, man.
He was so good when he was 11.
And now he's so good. And it's so much fun to watch the X Games. And I wish I had more time to watch it more as an adult.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going X Games.
I love it.
Dizzy, round 4.
That's a good one.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal that one on you, Murph, but I had it sitting there and
That's okay.
I had to get it.
I'm having to go to the war room right now myself. to figure out
My-
where it's going.
Why is my camera keep doing this? But for me, I'm going Ryder Cup. It's easy.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler out there talking a little crazy to
Yeah.
people, the crowd into it,
Everyone's
Europeans.
taken by it.
Like, look, if you get Scotty Scheffler fist pumping and talking a little crazy to people, you're in
and
for a
we-
long day. And
And we need it to come
unfortunately, we can't get a captain that knows what they're doing to set up a golf course that's advantageous for guys that hit the ball 340 yards and have great short games. We want to play at a place and make it where it's super easy, where the short game winds up winning. But hopefully we get the captain pick right and the grounds crew sets up a good course for us and we can win. But man, that's good.
Well, here's the thing with that. Like, so what happened when they played at was it Bethpage?
It rained on us.
Well, here's the problem: is midway through, that the Europeans were hitting the ball in the rough on purpose.
Yeah.
And they didn't know until halfway through the Ryder Cup, and Kevin Kisner finally, after Tommy Fleetwood drilled one into the rough, and he sits there and pounds it with his caddy, and they're like, hey, that was a great shot. It finally clicked that they were doing this on purpose because it was taking off spin and it was allowing them to be more accurate with pins while we were hitting it into the fairways and sucking it off the greens into bunkers. So I'm right there with you. I like it. It's a good pick. All right, I got a wrap right here.
You do have a wrap. You're up
So
for 2. Round out the 4th round.
Here's something crazy that this is still available, but I feel like there's a value pick here. It's the college football playoffs. It's the only qualm I have with the college football playoffs is there's such a big gap in between when the regular season ends and the playoffs start.
Yeah.
A week, maybe 2 weeks at the most, but it's literally 4 weeks, I believe it is now. That's just too long, but it's incredible. We all love the college football championship. So
Let me ask you this, man.
I'm going CFP. And by the way, the biggest snub ever was Vanderbilt. As a 10-win SEC team, never been done before.
I had to
Makes
say
no
it.
sense, but it's fine. But it's fine because we'll be back there.
Let me ask you this.
I hate them more than any team of all time. They should have got in.
They definitely should have got in, and I will agree with that.
But
how,
it's their own fault because of their history.
How
They
do
suck
y'all
so much.
feel
It had
about?
nothing to do with how they pick teams, though. They're the hottest team in all of college football.
Yeah.
Should have got a bid.
Agreed.
So
How do y'all feel about the change in the college football playoff format, going from 4 teams get in to now a 12-team tournament?
I'm here for it. I want to see matchups. I want to see teams that don't traditionally play each other, and that's how you do it.
Well-
Plus, you get rematches.
I think more importantly than that is that whenever you have 8 teams that play good schedules, or 12 teams, whenever you have 12 teams, they got to figure out the like the Tulanes and JMUs, love you Dukes. They should not be a part of it. It should be the best 12 teams, but it keeps teams from being penalized from having a ridiculously hard schedule. Because like Big Ten is
and
really
SEC
good.
are
Now.
always going to,
SEC,
and both are going to get penalized for. Man, I had to go on the road to Michigan. I had to go on the road to Penn State.
Yeah.
I had to go on the road to Michigan.
well,
But
like
those are my only 3 losses.
I personally believe this. Tennessee, the year we had Hendon Hooker, let's just say he doesn't tear the ACL. We don't get our brains beat out by South Carolina. I think that Tennessee that year was the only team equipped enough to beat Georgia. We were not going to beat Georgia at home. I don't think, on the road. I think there's a chance we're in that game at home because you got the crowd noise. Neutral field, though, I think Tennessee's offense at that point in time could have outscored them potentially, but they get kicked out because of the 14. But when you have the 12 team, if it's the top 12 teams in the country, it is one of the best events in sports. I do agree that it should be like they got to figure out something to do with the conference championships to where those matter,
Right.
Where people actually want to play in that, because I personally think that the SEC championship is better than the college football playoff. I think
Sure.
it has always been that way. Like the Tim Tebow versus Alabama matchup. I mean, that was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if they fix 11 and 12 seeds, we're good. But yeah, it just adds room for error. Like if you drop a game at Alabama, you beat them in the SEC championship, you shouldn't get kicked out of the 14 because Clemson played Florida State and Miami. That's the only 2 games they had all year in the ACC, and maybe Pittsburgh one year was decent.
Right.
Like, so these guys, they don't have to play. Like in the 14, Clemson never had to play the war of attrition that the teams in the Big Ten and the SEC have to play, especially the SEC.
Right. Yeah, I like the 12-team format. I think it's a lot better than 4. I hated seeing teams that were undefeated not make it. I mean, I guess you still kind of get a little bit of that in the 12-team, but
not
it also
not
eliminates that
powerful.
craziness of UCF saying they won a national championship with Auburn. Like, what are you talking about?
No, you're
And that's
not-
our AD at Tennessee. Like, dude, you're smoking.
Yeah.
You're smoking some crack. You're not beating Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown.
No.
Sorry, buddy.
no.
Jason Campbell
that
and them
team was
boys
insane.
are kicking you in the dirt.
Sure. 1,000%. All right, Murph.
All right.
Start us off with
the wraparound.
5th round.
We're starting to get into the nitty gritty here.
We are.
We're getting to some tough ones. But because
Still some
of
good
that,
ones on the list, though.
This is getting a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but the best experience I've ever had at any sporting event outside of the Alabama Vandy game was the Predators playoff hockey. So I'm going to go with Stanley Cup. Playoff hockey is so intense. It is electric. Every single game is just the most intense. So it is Stanley Cup, it is NHL playoffs, it is the energy inside that arena. It is everyone's on pins and needles every single period.
Yeah. I love that pick, and I was really kind of hoping it was going to wrap around a little bit, but I snaked your X Games, so you snaked my Stanley Cup. But,
100%.
man, I'll tell you what, NHL playoffs, you're absolutely correct. There is nothing
Elite.
more electric than NHL playoffs. These guys are putting their bodies on the line. They're aggressive. They're fast. The game is sped up times 10 from the regular season.
Oh, it's so extreme.
You know, in my situation, the Buffalo Sabres finally made the playoffs, and the last time we were in was 2011. So game 1
That's tough.
on Sunday against Boston, and we came back from behind, was insane. We got beat today, but either way, Stanley Cup playoffs, NHL hockey there's nothing like it.
I just love how it's like so volatile. Like, you can be a great hockey team, play the lowest seed team, play the highest seed, and it's just like whoever's better that night wins.
Yep, exactly. There's so many factors that go into it, and like it's so much. I love the best of 7 series. I think it's fantastic, and it has worked for the NHL.
I agree.
For years. Like NFL,
NBA doesn't work as well because like your 8 seeds are
Right.
just not as good as your 1 seeds.
Right.
Like they'll just get blown out for 4 games
Right.
and you go to the next round.
The drop-off.
NHL,
The
is
NHL
great.
playoffs better parity.
Yeah, 1,000% agree with that. That's a great pick. I'm very jealous that they're on your team.
I mean, I'm pretty stacked up right now, boys. All right, Diz.
Dizzy, 5th round pick.
Oh. I'm telling you, we're getting down to the nitty.
Yeah,
gritty.
it's a tough
are.
list,
These are
man.
some
It's a
tough-
tough
these are
list.
some
There's
tough
some good
picks.
ones on there still, though. That
All right, I got it.
There you
I'm
go.
going a UFC title fight.
yeah, that's a great pick.
Wow.
John Jones, Daniel Cormier, incredible. Just the hype leading up to it. Conor McGregor in his heyday, I've never watched something so intently. Like I would watch, almost every time. It's just I think a good sporting event is the fear of the unknown, and it's just like you're pulling for a guy. One punch can end it all, and it's just
at any moment, given moment.
And the women title fights are great. Rose, whatever her face is, and like the Chinese girl, I forget her name too, but that fight would never have guessed. It's one of the best fights of all time.
Oh yeah,
it was a bloodbath.
Yeah, and UFC is incredible, and it's come such a long way from where it used to be. I know, being from New York, like UFC started and it was banned in New York for a long time. You couldn't have a UFC fight, and now they're selling out the Garden. They're going to all these big arenas. UFC is incredible. It is such a fun time. I have yet to be to a UFC fight. I know they were here, but I need to go to it. I need to go to one. I love watching it on pay-per-view. And like you said, anybody could win at any time. It just takes one punch, in the right spot to wobble a guy, and then the fight's over, and that's fun. And I love watching fights go the distance. Like two evenly matched fighters are just pummeling each other, and it's incredible.
They just need to get rid of whatever type of wrestling Habib and his crew of people do. I don't want to see anybody lay on anybody for 25 minutes.
Yeah,
that's actually
that's
fun.
where it can.
I know that's martial arts, but it's boring.
That can get a little boring, but UFC as a whole, and
Max Holloway in the middle doing this.
Yep.
And let's scrap.
Yep. I love a good scrap like that, and when two guys just stand up and they just throw punches at each other, it's so much better than watching a wrestling match. I mean, if I wanted to watch a wrestling match, I'd watch the Olympics.
Yeah,
for sure. Good call.
All right,
but
Pistols, what you got?
I'm gonna finish out the 5th round here, and I'm gonna go to golf here on this one, and I'm gonna go with the tournament that starts it all, the Waste Management Tournament.
Wow.
I love the party atmosphere of the Waste Management tournament that kickstarts the PGA season. And for me, it's watching those guys just have fun playing the game that they love. And like it's a tournament.
It's also a phenomenal golf course.
Oh yeah,
it is.
The course is amazing.
And I've got to play it. Dizzy,
I was there.
The course is amazing.
It's incredible.
The stadium hole is incredible. The vibes are high. The players are just carefree.
Vibes are electric.
And it's so annoying. They win it 24 under, and me and Daniel played it, and those are the fastest greens I've ever played in my entire life.
4 putting left and right.
Yeah,
right.
24 under wins it.
So I had to go Waste Management there. Like I said, I love watching it on TV, and like watching those guys party on the 16th when the stadium, when the hole is just surrounded in a big bowl of people, and there's thousands of people just watching you hit your par 3.
Brother, it's terrifying with the stands up and nobody in them. I could not imagine hitting that shot with people and they're screaming.
Exactly.
But me and Daniel had an 8 iron, and I don't think either of us were close to the hole.
Yeah,
no.
It's terrifying.
And
for some reason you get there and you're like, I can't do this.
I'm not equipped.
For me, watching some of these other tournaments, we talked about the Masters, and that's such a serious tournament, right? And you have all these serious tournaments throughout the year, and like it's really nice to see these guys kind of let loose. I mean, they're just people like us, right? They just happen to golf for a living, and like watching them just have the time of their life on the golf course is just incredible. Because like to me, it's like,
give me a JT Kobe jersey, tee it up.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, and for me, and like that's how I play golf, man. I go out with the fellas, hang out with my friends, I drink a bunch, we cuss, we laugh, we have just the time of our lives, and like that's what to me is like watching these professionals that that we look up to. Just in that atmosphere is just incredible. I love it.
It's a good
I
3-hole
love that.
stretch right there. That's a good one.
For sure.
All right.
Oh, starting the 6th round.
Start the
Oh
6th.
man, we are getting down into the nitty gritty. But I have to take here, you know, I'm gonna get back to the football podcast. I'm taking NFL free agency.
It's a good pick.
Phenomenal. I mean,
NFL free agency is what kicks off a league year, and
Yep.
watching guys either get re-signed or go to a new team and shake the league up a little bit is just, it's so much fun.
And what's so funny is us as just fans. I'm on Spot Track and I'm trying to figure out how much salary cap do we have. I'm doing math trying to figure out what kind of contracts are going to be out there. Like it
who's
is.
Who's going to be the highest paid at what position this year?
I'm trying to get Johnny Hecker, man.
The kicker, the punt god.
Yeah,
No, it's good time, man.
I mean,
you don't know who you're going to resign, if you're going to resign one of your guys that you like. Are
and
they
it starts
gonna...
giving you a glimpse into what the draft's going to be too. You're like, okay,
Right.
Titans, you did
Yeah,
make a
it's
lot
like the
of moves
first
on
time you
defense.
start forming that roster, man. It's so good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a good one.
Yeah, free agency for me was always just, all right, whose jersey did I buy? Is he still going to be on my team? You know, it's one of those things. It's like,
Yeah.
There might be a curse if you buy a jersey that they're destined to not be on the team anymore. So it's one of those things.
My buddy Bryce had
it's
that
like,
happen.
Yeah, he
He bought every jersey of he's a Dory Jackson. It was Derrick Henry. It was AJ Brown. I was
Right.
like, well, you just gotta stop buying jerseys.
yeah, no shit.
Like you are the problem.
You're the curse.
But that's why I went with McNair. This will never
the
go
curse.
away.
Yeah, it's a curse. I'm telling you, you buy the jersey, they're off the team. But
Now I will say one thing I've done for the Titans is I have bought all the retired, almost retired wide receivers. I have the Randy Moss, the Julio Jones, the Hopkins. I bought all of them just so I can say I have that jersey.
You have the Andre Johnson?
No, I don't have that. I was too young. I think I was probably blackout drunk when that happened. I didn't have any money.
Fair enough. All right, Dizzy, give us your 6th round pick.
Give me Wingfoot U.S. Open. Whenever,
Dang it, dude. That was the next one.
whenever these pros are out there absolutely
Struggling.
fighting for their life and they look like normal human beings, I love it. Do not give me no LA Golf Club, some walk in the
Wyndham
park
Clark beat.
where Wyndham Clark misses the ball 145 yards to the right. Should have never been in play. Should have been a drop, re-tee, loses the tournament. It should never be whatever that tournament was. But Wingfoot, they are absolutely losing their minds. The only reason why Bryson DeChambeau could win that is because he just hit it so far that he was just hitting wedges the entire tournament. It was beautiful. I also think that it was really cool that the greens were square for whatever reason. That looked wild to play on. But it's not like anything else they play on. But it's just, they're losing their mind. And I love it.
I want to see 1 over win the tournament.
Yes. Give me 3 over.
Oh.
Yeah,
or you can
it's
do
beautiful.
what happened in the
Cut lines at
2001
like 6. Like, give that to me. I need to see it.
No, cut lines at like 8 or 9.
Play
I want
8,400 yards, 2 foot of rough. The fairways are lightning.
I want the pros. I want this phrase to happen. They lost the course.
Yep.
I want to hear that. I want to hear it so much because I want to see Spieth and them just getting pissed off, and I'm sitting there like, that's how I feel on a normal course.
Yeah,
Right.
100%. I could be playing Pebble Brook and losing my mind. Okay.
And that's why I went with the waste management too. Is like, you get that atmosphere of like, okay, these guys are just like us. They like to party, like to have a good time. And then when you see a tournament like that, and these guys are shanking balls left and right, and they're, the winning score is +1, like
They can't get the ball out of the rough.
they can't get the
That did
ball
it
out of the
3
rough
times.
type of deal. Like
Hack
that, I'm like, okay, these
The
guys are
fescue
actually on my
is
level
this
for
tall.
once.
Love it.
Yep.
Give it to me.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Come on, Murph.
Alrighty.
Round out
I'm gonna
round
close
out the
out the
sixth
sixth and
round.
bring in up the 7th. These last 2 picks are going to be incredible. My next pick, I'm staying in golf because that's where my passion is. I absolutely love the British Open. I'm going to call it that, not the Open Championship. I love, the Royal Portrush, the St. Andrews. I love these courses that they have to just play completely different. It's a different approach.
Mm-hmm.
You got Gary Woodland out there hitting, these stingers that are this high off the ground. They're getting. It's a different type of golf. It's not always a bomb it. It is a meticulous way around the golf course.
And you also have pot bunkers. So good.
Yeah.
Oh, the most evil bunkers to ever exist.
Yeah.
Well, and then
one
it just
foot in,
brings
one
back
foot
the
out.
Tiger Stinger. Like, I know Gary Woodland's is great, but Tiger's going to go out there and beat you hitting a 3-iron, 240.
Yeah.
Exactly where he wants it. And then I think just from playing as much golf as we do, to have to pick up a putter and hit a 140-foot putt because it's absolutely impossible to get a wedge to get where you want it to go. The greens are not that fast. It's just the courses are so different and so hard, and you're playing in
massive
wind
greens
and
massive
rain,
greens.
and the flighting of the ball's awesome. Yeah. Great time.
Yeah. St. Andrews was like my favorite course to play on Tiger Woods back in the day for like PS2 or whatever it ended up being before, of course, they went to 2K Sports. But St. Andrews course is just incredible.
Love it.
That's a
All
great
right, we're
pick.
going to
Start us off. Last
we're
round,
gonna
fellas.
round out. I go with the passion play right here. It's the home run derby. It's one of, and this is why I stopped talking earlier when you said the NHL All-Star game or the All-Star weekend, is there's only one other, in my opinion, thing that is still decently raw, and that is the home run derby. Nothing's changed. You still got to hit bombs, and to watch some of these guys go out that you're like, hey, Julio Rodriguez, center fielder for the Mariners, is an absolute stud. He should hit bombs, but goes out there because the pressure's different and just loses. And then you see someone like Pete Alonso or, any of those types of guys. Alonso's the big one where he just locks in and just can hit bomb after bomb. I remember when Adley Rutschman a few years ago, catcher for the Orioles, first guy ever, he went up there, he's a switch hitter. He hit half the round right-handed and then turned around the other side and started hitting bombs from the other side. And it was just epic. So,
Also,
big home run derby guy here.
Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire.
I mean, that home run race was incredible.
The race and then the derby.
But then the derby
and I'm
was
pretty
just,
sure we had like Ken Griffey in that. Like, yeah. Pujols.
Dude, some of them, and that's what's cool about that too.
Bring back steroids.
Yeah.
Here for it.
Hey,
I'm here for it. But the best players will compete though. That's
Sure.
one thing. It's like why I won't go with the NBA All-Star Weekend is if you got the best NBA players doing the dunk contest, things will be different. But they don't do it.
No, the dunk
MLB,
contest is completely different.
The best hitters in the world will compete.
yeah, no
Now,
doubt. Yeah, home run
Hopefully
derby's
we
a
get
good
like a
pick,
Shohei
man.
Ohtani type of deal.
That's a good 7th round pick for sure. I'm very happy with them on my team in the 7th round for sure. I mean, the home run derby is electric, man. I mean, seeing these guys nowadays too. You say bring back steroids. I mean, I don't think anybody ever should have gotten in trouble for steroids. That doesn't help you hit the ball. You still have to have the hand-eye coordination to be able to hit 100
Barry
mile
Bonds,
an
best
hour,
baseball player of all time.
100 mile an hour fastball coming straight down the fucking pipe. I don't care what anybody says. I got into an argument with a buddy of mine 10 episodes ago. We were talking about what sport is the hardest. Baseball is hard.
Baseball. Setting a baseball.
It's not even
That's
close.
like scientifically proven, and you can ask Dion, you can ask any of these people. It's like, oh no, it's hitting a baseball. Golden Tate, ask him. It's hitting a baseball.
It's
I
hard.
agree.
Yeah. Dizzy,
It's possible.
give us
All
your
right,
last pick.
What you got?
Last pick here, I'm going with something a little biased because in college, my freshman year, moved in, met my boys, just went on a golf trip with them. And one of my really good friends, his little brother was playing in it. It is the Little League World Series.
Dude, that's a good one. I'm so glad that one's picked. That makes me very happy.
Brock Myers
Yep.
set the home run record in the Little League World Series. Played Japan for the World Series.
Shout out Miles Wright.
Yeah, from Goodlettsville, right down the road. And It's just awesome. These kids are so
2012.
good, and then you'll see like some 12-year-old who's 6'8" and throws 78 miles an hour,
Right.
and it's just crazy, you know.
For sure.
And next to it says MLB, like what it would be in majors, and it's like 107 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's like that's
insane.
impossible to hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a good time.
That's
Love
fun to
watching it.
watch,
fun
man.
one.
The Little League World Series. I like watching that
That's
a
a
lot.
good one.
I mean, you know, it's on one of those
It's really cool.
one of those ESPN branch stations, ESPN2 or ESPNDU or whatever they put it on.
Ocho.
Always a good, yeah, the Ocho. Always a good time. Mr. Irrelevant, last
Yeah.
pick in the draft.
Let's see.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh man, this is really tough now because there's so many that I want to take here.
This is it.
Yeah. I have to show some love. And I know we have it split up between summer and winter, but I'm taking the Olympics as a whole. And it's my show, so I get to say what goes, and I'm taking both. So, I mean, they happen
I'm here for it.
once every 4 years. I mean, and again, it's a series of events, and you're playing for your country against the world, and it's just one of the most incredible times of the year when it comes around. And like I said, it's every 4 years for both, and I know they're on kind of like a staggered winter, summer, like every 2 years type of thing, but as a whole they are every 4. I'm more partial to the winter because I am a hockey guy and I love watching, you know, the winter sports. I think they're more challenging than the summer sports. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I can throw a shot put or a discus however far they throw, or some javelin or whatever you want to call it. But watching the Olympics and watching your country compete against the world and the best athletes in the world is just something about it just gets you going.
Oh, it's the
Olympics.
best. I mean, this past year, dude, as an NBA guy, I'm just a basketball fanatic. Watching like probably the last run of like my childhood with Steph and LeBron take over far out of their prime and beat an up and coming world in the gold medal game, where LeBron hits Steph for a three that's literally impossible to just take over that game. I mean, that's just, it's different. I mean, talking about like, that's the one time you actually get to see the best basketball in the world.
Right.
Because the NBA All-Star Game is an absolute joke. The entire weekend is a joke. The NBA Finals, there's not enough parity in it because it's like the top 4 teams are the only teams that have somewhat of a shot to win it. It's usually just 2 teams that can win the NBA Finals. And then you see the best. And it's like on the floor, you've got KD, LeBron James, Steph Curry. It's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, there's not much to
can't.
do
That's
against
a good
that group. And now they're all playing on the same
Well,
team
and here's
for their
the thing.
country.
But with the
incredible.
slump that happened there for a little bit and the pride that had to be taken to get that thing back, that
Oh,
was everything.
dude, yeah. Because they got beat.
That was
Was that
everything.
04?
Multiple years. It was, that was 2 years or 2 summers in a row.
Yeah.
2 Summer Olympics in a row. I think it's 04 and 08.
Because like the top players wouldn't play in it. Like after the Dream Team, they kind of like went away for a little bit, and then it's like the Avengers come from the U.S. It's like, hey, yeah, no, this is our game, and we're gonna show everybody that it's our game. And they went out.
And then you gotta
dominated.
think about the who it was, the Vince Carter dunk over the France guy, over I forgot his name.
7-footer.
Up really quick. Yeah, they call it the dunk of death, and that was one of the best. Frederick Weiss is who he dunked over, 7'2". Those types of memories. And you're talking about the Steph 3, when in the final 2 minutes they just put it on him, and Steph comes out and he's like, I gotta lock in for the country, and he does.
Yeah.
Or when Kobe comes in the game and he's playing against one of his best friends in the world, his teammate, multiple championships with Pau Gasol. He runs through a screen on purpose, absolutely annihilates Gasol, to set the
Just to
tone
make
for the
sure you
team.
say,
It's
hey,
like,
buddy, this
hey,
is what it is.
hey, boys, I'm here. It's time to go.
Yep.
And then we go out there and we work them.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yep.
I'm a basketball guy, but everything. I mean, Michael Phelps just dominating.
Oh,
knowing
yeah,
he's
I
the
mean,
best in the
8
world.
gold
And then
medals.
You can see Usain Bolt, who's just like, who is this human being? Where
Right.
was he
Yeah,
made?
the 100-meter.
it's-
That's so fun.
and it's
'cause
crazy.
It's 8 seconds or 9 seconds, whatever the world record
You know,
is now.
it's
Of
crazy
just like,
seeing,
how are they that fast?
Yeah, it's crazy seeing these athletes from other countries too. And like you mentioned, Usain Bolt, he's from Jamaica, like not even from the U.S. And we're all rooting for the U.S. to win everything, right? But like you see this guy come out and he's sprinting so fast, you can't help but not root for you have to root for the guy. Like it's one of those events too that you're like, okay, I'm gonna go watch Usain Bolt run this race and just leave everybody in the dust. And it's pretty crazy, and that's why I love the Winter
And it
Olympics
took
too.
8 seconds of your time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
It's like, wow.
no time at all. No, none at all.
Yeah.
And that's why I love the Winter Olympics too, is because like when you have hockey, like these guys. So the NHL is there's players from all over the world that play in this league, right? And yes, it's a U.S. and Canada based league, but like these guys are coming from Finland and they're coming from Sweden and the Czech Republic and all these other countries. So like seeing them on their respective teams for their countries, it's like, okay, you're still watching the best of the best play this game. And like, you know, of course you want your country to win, but just if you're a fan of it, you just can't look. You can't look away. It's must watch TV. And I love it, man. That's why I took both. I had to take both of them. Like we combined the Olympics into one for the last pick, but we did make it to the last pick,
good.
boys. We're around an
That's
hour
good.
and
This
15 minutes, a little bit over. I appreciate you guys for
But hey,
being here.
let's.
Those of you that
I
stuck
think
around,
we all know whose is the best.
let us know in the comments when I post this video who won the draft.
Everyone knows Murph did. It's,
Of course,
Like
I have
right
to
now,
say,
it's
I'm
on
the host of
it's
the,
on-
I'm the host
it's
of the
on-
show, so what I say goes, and I say I won the draft. No, but I mean,
FanDuel has me at minus 1,000 right now of winning this draft.
yeah, I bet. But I mean, these are really solid lists, man, and I'm curious to see what other people think. I appreciate you for all those who did make it to the end. Whether you're watching live or going to catch the video later on, but thank you guys for joining me. I am your host, Pistols, Murph, Dizzy. You guys are always welcome on the show anytime you want. Appreciate you guys for being here.
Boys.
That is another episode of the Front Office Podcast. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Like, subscribe below.
That's right.
Holla, holla, holla.
See you, boys.